Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First, we have Larry Holmes, 6 foot 3 inches tall, and he tipped the scales at 226 pounds. And across the ring from him, Muhammad Ali, 6 foot 3 inches tall, the best to ever do it.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. What an event it will be here tonight.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. The jab just got blocked. That's another scoring shot. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Swing and a miss with the hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Straight right just misses. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
It's going already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Stop
there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out.
Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps are up here, and he'll start turning out. Just stay focused.
In the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab, and then start gathering.
Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set.
Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round.
He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, they'll see it and they'll...
Bad round, but we don't care. Go out there.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Come on, let him back.
There's the bell for round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Straight right just misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Jab slightly off target. He missed with that jab. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Straight right just misses. Can't score with that uppercut. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start this
See ya? Come on. Let him get back into this. You're better than this kid.
Just stay focused. Don't let him get close to the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. The jab's working nice. Oh, 1-2 straight down here. You can't miss it.
Together. You got complacent. The fight's not over yet.
Great man. Now, I don't want you to load up.
in the bag, and now you've let him back in. I need you to go back out.
Absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got
That jab back. Just box him. Just be.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
It's timing already.
Right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that round.
Let's get it started in round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've been in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Straight right just misses. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Right hook just missed. Back and forth they go. Perfect counter lands. Caution being thrown to the wind. And he misses with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. You got to.
Go out in first minute, stick him on the end of the jab, and then start.
Don't give me no free shots. Keep smart. Good work. He was thinking. He was smart. He weren't loading up, but he was still landing the power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
You go out, just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and
Good work. So just keep putting on the end of his jab. Keep
the fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round.
a few body shots in there. Just bear it up a little bit so we can figure it out.
Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Go out there and win this next round. Get out there and switch on. Get this.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
If someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? His stamina is off the charts. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Straight right just misses. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of defense here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
One shot at a time. Set him up, but you take him out. He's ready to go.
I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back. Get that jab.
Gotta be smart, otherwise they'll see it and they'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Good work. He was thinking, he was smart, he weren't loading up, but he was still landing the power shots.
Don't worry about it. You don't want to lose this fight, do you?
And what we do. Pretty well. Just the same again.
Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics.
And he's not tying up. The jab's working nice.
Put the switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
back into the fight. You're much better than this fight. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. That hook doesn't score. to see a boxing match, you want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
The straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. You don't want to trade shots. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Swing and a miss with that. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Listen, switched off what you're doing. Immediate focus on what
The jab's working wise.
that confidence away. Go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of the jab, and
Don't let him catch the fight. Great man. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear and he'll start to move.
when you go out, just take the round off, win the round on your jab.
Three shots. Keep small. Now I don't want you to load up. Don't
Let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not.
absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got
And put it back on him in this round.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get it.
And there's the bell for round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. These two were made for each other. And Larry Holmes goes down. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect stop.
Didn't land that jab. Energy and and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
It's not over yet.
Don't have to like that round. Good work. You're thinking. You're getting
Let him back into it. Right, let's go out there. Get your box.
sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
Run around on your jab and breathe while you're stepping in. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. You're starting to make mistakes now, switching up immediately.
You can't listen. Great. Stay focused. Don't let it.
Get back out there and win the round. I need you
You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work.
to jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off.
The fence on end and think about what you do. Good work.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Your shots. Keep smart. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
There's the bell to start round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? There's a counter shot. A straight right just missing. Larry Holmes is going down, and he's got to get up. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.